Hello ladies and gentlemen, thank you very much for coming to watch this short screen tutorial on the Nation of Islam, which can be found at www.historychap.weebly.com.
The Nation of Islam was founded in the year 1930 by this man, Master W. Fard Muhammad. He taught that the process of slavery had cut black people off from their original culture, traditions and religion, which was Islam. Fard Muhammad taught that black people were inherently or by nature righteous, and that whites were inherently or by nature wicked or devious. They were devils in person. Just 3.5 years after founding the Nation of Islam, Fard Muhammad disappears. A man called Elijah Muhammad takes over the leadership of the movement and declares that Fard Muhammad was Allah or God in person, and that he is God's messenger. Throughout the 1930s, the 1940s and the 1950s, Elijah Muhammad and the Nation of Islam demand freedom, justice and equality for black people in America, and they declare that if this cannot be successfully achieved, then they should be given a state of their own, separate from white people. Nation of Islam members had to adhere to a strict moral and religious code as prescribed by the leader Elijah Muhammad. They also established many businesses in the black community. The group appealed to young black people who were frustrated or angry at the lack of progress towards civil rights and the direction being taken by other civil rights leaders such as Martin Luther King. Elijah Muhammad's Nation of Islam could boast some very famous followers, one of which was world champion boxer Muhammad Ali. Ali's membership coincided with the period when he was most successful in his boxing career, and this gave the nation worldwide publicity. Members of the Nation of Islam were commonly known as the Black Muslims. One of the most prominent and well-known black Muslims in the Nation of Islam was Malcolm X. Like many other members of the nation, Malcolm had changed his original surname to X because X denominates the unknown, as black Muslims claimed that their surnames reflected those of their former slave masters. Malcolm was second in command of the nation and was a fantastically gifted public speaker. He could capture the hearts and minds of many black people in America who felt bitterly disappointed at the lack of progress being made in the pursuit of civil rights, and also disappointed and angry with the leadership of other civil rights leaders such as Reverend Martin Luther King. In 1964, Malcolm left the Nation of Islam following many angry and bitter disputes with its leader, Elijah Muhammad. Malcolm went on a pilgrimage to Mecca and became a mainstream Muslim. He remained fiercely critical of the American government and the failure to achieve civil rights and equality for black people, although he did become more open to working with other civil rights leaders to achieve his goal of equality in America. Malcolm was assassinated just 1 year later, and 3 members of the Nation of Islam were convicted of his murder. After Malcolm's death, he became an inspiration to many of the future black power leaders. The Nation of Islam remained a small but significant force in America even after Malcolm had left. Elijah Muhammad died in 1975. His son took leadership of the nation and converted them into a more mainstream Islamic group.